Good morning, everyone. Jen Tozer, your portfolio manager here. I hope you had a lovely summer. We're back to school, and up until yesterday in Alberta, we were back to work. But COVID is back again, and we're back to masks. So let's talk about this for a second. In my opinion, the government's done a good job of making vaccinations available. They're free, and the people who want to get vaccinated have gotten vaccinated. Now, the people that don't want to get vaccinated, and that's okay, that's your choice, but there are too many of them. So what we've got is we've created a circle, all right, where everybody stays home, then we go back, and COVID spreads and COVID spreads. So the issue that the government has to manage, which I think is very difficult, is how do you give the consequences of not getting vaccinated to those people? So here are some examples of what consequences could be. The consequences could be you could have had a free vaccination, but now you're in the ICU, so you have to pay for it. You want to go into a public place like a school. If you choose not to show that you're vaccinated, you have to come with a weekly test saying that you're negative. You can't travel. If you travel, you have to quarantine. These are a bunch of examples of what could happen. What do I think is going to happen? Nothing. Not right now, because we're right before an election. And why are you calling an election after 2 years? Because you think you can get voted back in. So there are not going to be any changes in the short term, at least until that election's over. So as a group, we're going to be treated like the unvaccinated group, just like we were a year ago. So you can expect to see more of the same, at least until that point. So what does this mean for the markets? We are all emotionally exhausted from hearing about COVID. So because we're emotionally exhausted, the next time somebody says there's the Delta variant, there's the Gamma variant, there's the whatever variant, we don't have the same magnitude of reaction as we did the first time. So because we don't have the same magnitude of reaction, the volatility that that COVID caused in the stock market is going to be diminished. Now, this period of time reminds me a lot of 2009 when we were coming out of the financial crisis, because we're all waiting a little bit for the shoe to drop, and it's taking a long time. And in that period of time, the stock market was actually relatively calm for about that 3 or 4 year period, and I'm hoping that we're going to see the same effects today. So what can you expect? Not a lot of change from anything regulatory by either giving consequences to people who haven't had vaccinations or restrictions, or privileges to people who have. It would be politically unpopular. You can see a lot more spending because of COVID relief, because that is popular. And in the stock market, you can see it just sort of plugging along. So there are my thoughts for today. I hope you have a great day, and call me anytime.